Hi, I'm Dan Weedin. Welcome to another edition of Weedin Unleashed. Today is July 27th, 2015. I'm happy to be here. I'm officially on jury duty call this week. Fortunately for today, I didn't have to cancel this episode because my number didn't get called. We'll see about the rest of the week. But as of today, I'm able to come to you live for our Weedin Unleashed, and I'm glad to be doing so. Just a quick couple bits of logistics. Just about every Monday, I am doing this exact same thing at noon Pacific time called Weedin Unleashed, and the topic is always going to be whatever my Extra Points newsletter, which comes out on Monday mornings, discussed. It's going to be the same case today. If you are not getting my newsletter, if you're not getting Extra Points, please sign up for it. You can go to my website, danweedin.com, danweedin.com. You can email me at dan@danweedin.com and ask to be put on, or you can text. I think that text is 22828. You can text Extra Points to that, and it'll also get you onto there. If you want to make sure that you're getting notices about this event, this weekly or almost weekly event, you can become connected to me or add me to your circles or ask to be added to one of my circles on Google Plus, and come every Monday. You'll get a notice reminding you of this free event. So with that, once in a while we have people who do come on live, and I'm happy to answer questions and respond to comments that you have. Obviously, this is also being recorded, so some of you are watching this later on. That's fine. I know that noon Pacific doesn't always work for everybody, so this is an opportunity for you to catch up with me when it's convenient for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Today's Extra Points focused around, or at least initiated around, Captain Jack. For those of you who follow me, Captain Jack is my Jack Russell Terrier. He is asleep right now, asleep at the switch. He's working. That's his method of working. And I wish that he took commands well, because if he did, I'd ask him to bark. That's right, bark. That's what we're talking about a little bit today on my Extra Points, was getting your bark on. You see, Captain Jack, as well as just about every dog I've ever met, have different barks depending on what it is that they want. So Captain Jack can have different barks depending on if he's hungry, if all of a sudden he's noticed that his water dish is empty, he'll bark differently for that. If he notices a squirrel outside or a rabbit in the yard, there's a different bark. If he's annoyed, if he's hurt, if he's angry, if he's lonely, if I've left him someplace and you know, he barks for that. If there's thunder, if there's lightning, if he's scared, if there's fireworks, he has different barks. And I've come as his owner to pretty much understand every single one of them. The one that's most important is when he's got to go to the bathroom. He lets me know that too. And so his bark is influential. He is trying to influence me to do something. He's trying to influence me to let him go outside to go to the bathroom, or to eat, or to make something go away, to get the ball out from underneath the sofa. He's trying to influence me to do a call to action that's on his agenda. You as a business leader, you as a business professional, also have the ability to be influential in how you communicate. This is not manipulative. Communication to influence is highly important. If you're in sales, you are trying to become persuasive, hopefully for really genuine reasons that your product or service is of value to the person you're speaking to. If you're a manager, if you're a supervisor, you may be trying to become influential with the people that you manage to do their job more quickly, to do it better, to do it in a way that helps the company, helps them. If you are an executive or a business owner, you're maybe trying to influence your investors. You may be trying to influence your client base You may be trying to influence your employees, and probably do on many occasions. So everything about what a dog does to influence based on their tone, the tone of their bark, the rapidity of it, you know, is it shrill? Is it deep? Is it fast? There's something about the tone of a dog's bark and the inflection within that I know I as a dog owner understand what they're trying to get to. We do that as human beings as well. We do that when we try to influence. The ability to be really good at giving out a call to action by trying to be influential, by trying to help others through your words, through your language, try to improve their condition. What they infer from what you're giving them is going to be critical to that. So this is a skill. It's not necessarily something you're born with. It's not innate. People who are not, who are introverts as opposed to extroverts, I would consider myself an extrovert. But introverts can be as influential, maybe even more than the people on the other side, the people who are extroverts. It's about having the skill, the strategy, and the tactics to being influential. And how do you do that? Well, I talk about it a lot in my upcoming book, Unleashed Leadership, that's coming out here in a couple months. I'll be letting you know more about that. We talk a lot about how do you become influential. A lot of it becomes, you know, what motivates you or the other person. What motivates the person that you're trying to influence? What can you do in your language and in your tone and in how you're speaking to them that will help them? If Captain Jack needs to go to the bathroom, I don't want to have to clean it up. That's my motivation. If I wait too long, he's just, you know, at some point he's got to go. So there's an urgency in his bark, and I pick up on that. If you're trying to help somebody else be better at their job, if you're coaching them, mentoring, trying to help them to be better at what they do, how you do that is important. In the old days, or even maybe currently with some types of managers, there can be a very a negative influencing, out of fear. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody tried to influence you based out of fear? Fear of losing your job, fear of being demoted, fear of a number of different things. I don't believe that works. In this example, being encouraging, being professional, offering guidance, acting as if it's in their best interest, which it should be, but showing that you care about that best interest, that's being influential. And it takes work, because everything regarding your facial expressions, what you do with your hand, your gestures, and the tonality, and what they're hearing out of your voice, in addition to, very importantly, the language you use, your vocabulary. So today we're talking about being influential through your communication. Dogs can do it. They usually get what they want if they have trained their humans to listen to that. The people that you have leadership over, you've got to train them too, to train them to be in the moment, to listen, to be able to tell you how they best learn, how they best understand. So this is a two-way street. It's always been that way. So that's my topic for today. Just talked a little bit about, let's say, 10 minutes on that. I don't see that I have any viewers, although I do understand on many occasions people are actually listening to this. They might be in their car or you know, driving around or listening in a different situation. That's great. I appreciate that. But this is your opportunity. If you're out there and you're able to go on the questions in the comments section, please feel free to ask any questions, to make any comments. I'll respond to all of those. If there's not, then we'll move on here pretty quickly. But today's lesson, today's takeaway for the week is this. You have influence over somebody, no matter what your position is. It could be professionally or it could be personally. You know, I talk to a lot of people who, like myself, have children. My children are now in their mid-20s, but I certainly remember when I was managing them pre-18, maybe even pre-22. They're now both over that, and maybe over me being influential, who knows. But at that point, how you say something, what you say, the words you use, the tone of the voice, the encouragement versus the discipline. And sometimes even in discipline, it's how you say it. You're about being influential. You're trying to help the other person to become better at what they do. Or for many of you people who are in sales, you're trying to be persuasive to have them work with you. All of that comes around to your, what kind of, I wrote today, what kind of bite do you have in your bark? And in this case, bite is a good thing. I don't see any audience participation. I'm not sure I have anybody today, and that's fine. Again, some of you I know who do sign up, listen to this as opposed to being able to watch it live. Many of you are watching this on YouTube later. I thank you for that. If you do have questions, feel free to email me at dan@danweedin.com. Instead of keeping you any longer, I'm going to go ahead and sign out for now. I appreciate that you've taken your time, you've invested your time, this 10, 11 minutes with me today. I hope you're taking something away that you'll be able to implement and use regarding being an influential barker in your life, be it professional or personal. So my plan is to be back next week. There's no reason that I shouldn't be. So plan on getting an invitation or marking it on your calendar. Noon Pacific time next week, August 4th. I believe that's the correct date, August 4th. Or August 3rd, maybe, one of those dates, whatever next Monday is. I'll be back at 12 o'clock Pacific time for the next episode of Weedin Unleashed. Until then, and I look forward to seeing you then, until then, for now, this is Dan Weedin saying ciao.